Hello, I wanted to introduce myself. I am Mrs. Devaney, and I will be having either you or your child, an introduction to computer concepts this year. I quickly wanted to go over a few things so that both parents and students would know what class would look like, especially when you are at home. Um, First of all, I've gone into Google here, and if you have not visited our PHS website, this is the URL for it, phs-il.org. It would be a great idea this year to kind of stay up to date with this and see what kind of messages are out there. There are some websites that we will be using. If most of you if you're freshmen, you haven't had me before. Some of you in this class will not be freshmen. So if you are familiar with the way I teach, I have not in the past used Google Classroom because it does things for students in Google Drive that I want students to learn how to do themselves because the class is Introduction to Computer Concepts. However, since we will be doing some remote and some in class, I am going to use Google Classroom as a starting point every day. You should have received a code to get into Google Classroom. Please make sure you have joined that class. Now, the best way to get to Google Classroom, I have mine bookmarked, but if you do not have it bookmarked, you can go to your Google Drive or you can go to your Google Mail. Or when I clicked on New Tab, it brought me to a Google search page, and right here you have what's called the App Launcher. When I click on this, one of my Google apps is Classroom, so I can click on Google Classroom. When students are at home, this is the first thing that you want to do when it's time for class. You will log into Google Classroom, and this is what my classroom looks like. Each class that you are in will have its own little page here. So when you click on Intro to Computer Concepts, you will come to your class stream, kind of like social media with Facebook. Parents, you do not have access to Classroom, so I wanted you to see what it looked like for students. You have to be a student in order to access Classroom. In a little bit, I'll talk about my site that I'm going to try to keep updated so that parents can also see what's happening. But Classroom is going to be our starting point. Right here, you have a link that says a Meet link. When you are at home, you will log into Classroom. When you are in class, you will log into Classroom. However, only the people at home will click on this Meet link. Once I click on that, I will begin a class meeting. So you'll be actively with the class while we are meeting. So the people in the room and the people at home are still going to be seeing and learning the same thing. So you will click on this Meet link, and it's going to ask you, mine is set up to automatically join. There's going to be an option here for you to join a meeting and join it with video. So just follow the on-screen instructions. Parents, if you've worked from home mine is not automatically joining, so for today, that's good. When I click join now, it's going to start a meeting. Students won't be able to join unless I've started the meeting. So now that I am starting the meeting, now you can see me, and you're getting to see me twice, so I'm going to switch so that you see another screen. I can also record this meeting, and when I record this meeting, this is what I will post out to Classroom every day in the afternoon. So right now, if you scroll through the stream, you'll see that there's already a video. I created a video of what we're going to be doing the first day in class so that I would already have something out there. And then there is a little assignment here, but this could change by tomorrow, so disregard what's here right now. Don't do anything with this until class tomorrow. I'm still getting organized and planning. But this is what it will look like. So once you are in the meeting, I don't like that my face is on the screen, sorry. But I will see you over here. You will see other students over here. And as I'm recording, anything you do, keep in mind, will also record. So we're gonna have to work with the honor system here, and need everybody to kind of stay on task. So now that we are in classroom and we get everybody that's at home logged into our Google meeting, then we will begin class. And for probably the first 15 to 20 minutes, I will do some kind of demonstration or go over notes. And then in this stream, or if you click on this classwork tab, I will have the assignment for the day and the due date posted. Okay, you'll see that on Tuesday. The first thing we're going to work on is just logging into Google Apps, making sure that we can get into Classroom, making sure our Google Drive and our usernames are working, and that we can get into Teacherease. So just to reiterate a little bit, remember the first thing that you'll do when you everybody, the first thing that you'll do is go into Google and you will go into Classroom. If you are at home, you will join my Google meeting. So if I have this class, I'll be honest, I can't remember right now what block this is. If this is first block, then you'll log in right at 8 o'clock. Okay, if it's second block, look at your schedule and log in at the time that it posts. But be in at the time that class is supposed to start, and as soon as I join, you'll be able to join. Then we'll go to, as soon as you go to the Google meeting, your screen is going to look like this, but I'm going to be presenting my screen, so you'll actually see everything I'm doing on my screen. I'm going to go ahead and close that meeting now because I don't need it. Right here is a link to my site. If you highlight this link and copy it, I right-clicked and copied, or you can use Control-C, go to a new tab and paste that link and then hit enter. You'll come to my home page. Now, if you're having trouble copying and pasting that link, depending on what device you're on, you can go to a Google tab and you can just search on Mrs. Devaney's homepage. And it will also pop up. Now on this page, what I've done is listed my contact information, my schedule, and then you'll notice at the top there's a link for every class. Parents, especially for you, since you can't see Classroom, if you click on Intro to CC, you are going to see what we're doing for the day. Right now, I just have links to the unit folders and a link to what I call my student resources folder. Anything a student needs electronically for my class is in this folder. So if they're having trouble accessing something through Classroom, even you should be able to access it through student resources. If you're having trouble, please email me, or email is the best way to reach me. And my email address is back here on the home tab, margaret.devaney@phs-il.org. All teachers are first name last name at phs-il.org. I will try to keep this site up to date for parents so that you know what assignments are out there also. And then finally, we have Teacherease. Please check Teacherease. For my class, parents and students have their own logins. You should have received information from the school for this, but Students, you can just log in with Google. Parents, you should receive information from the office on how to log into Teacheries so that you can check your children's grades. And it's the same thing they would have used through junior high. But I keep my grade book pretty current. I try to grade things within a day or two. The date that is on the assignments, I don't have any assignments in here right now, but the date that I list for the assignments will always be the due date. So if it says August 19th, that's the date that it was due, or August 21st, that's the date that it was due. So parents, please use Teacheries and my site to kind of know what's going on and contact me. Okay, communication is going to be very important this semester. Students, you can focus on classroom and Teacheries to know what's going on. I'll have everything listed out in classroom, and all the assignments, as I assign them, will get entered into Teacheries with the date as the due date. And please, if you have any questions, I hope this video has been helpful and not too terribly long. I apologize for getting long-winded. But please email me or call me. My phone number is also out here, the school phone. If you leave a voicemail, it sends me an email, so I will get it right away. I don't have to wait to go check my voicemail. So thank you, and let's have a great year.